Can you see this memorial? Actually, this is, really, I don't know, a memorial. It's a statue, of two women and a dying soldier, it looks like, from the Vietnam War. So it's really to commemorate the women, the nurses in the Vietnam War that helped like 300,000 wounded men in, I guess, maybe women too, but I don't know, during the Vietnam conflict. Now, I was there, I watched that war from a nice ship off the Gulf of Tonkin Bay. But this is, to me, typical of our culture. These people are trying to save lives, and they get a little statue, and half the mall is to men in the war. And I think that, it seems that, the older I get, the more I see, the women are getting the short end of the stick as far as a tribute to what they do. They seem to be doing all the hard work in life. I mean, the hard stuff, raising kids, that's not easy. Man, and how important is that? That's more important, I think, probably than inventing the new computer or whatever. I mean, that's debatable, of course. But it's, we don't honor that enough. We have these big monuments to all these other things and not to people raising children or taking care of our elderly now. I mean, this is a big job, huge. Where does that fall on? Sure, there's men doing it. There's men raising children, too. But the majority of it is still women, and that's the default. And it's not only taking care of our seniors and the caretakers and the children, but also the incarcerated. I mean, we have more people incarcerated in this country than anywhere else. And I was helping a neighbor who was incarcerated and trying to get out, and to get out early if they had a sponsor. So I decided to be a sponsor, this person. And you had to go to 12 meetings. And in the meetings, all these sponsors, all women. So the people that are helping people get out of jail are all women again. It is amazing. And boy, I mean, what could be better work in the world than raising children? What could be a better job than taking care of seniors? I mean, taking care of people. What could be a better, position than helping people who made mistakes or whatever, and to get back into life, as a citizen? Boy, I mean, it's all women, and there's no statues for any of that here. And what's interesting about the new stimulus packages, though, is that they're aimed more at child care. I mean, the headline here is about all the jobs that are not being filled. Okay, there are lots of jobs now, particularly in the restaurant, hospitality. They can't find people. They're going begging. I have a neighbor who runs a big restaurant in town. They can't get people, and they're increasing the salary and everything, and nowhere they can't get it. And also other there are some states now that are cutting back on unemployment. They said, hey, not enough people are taking a job, so we have to cut unemployment, so they go out and get work. I mean, that may be true or false, I'm not sure. But that's what's happening. Now, there's about 3 states now, I think, that are going to cut it and not see. The Biden program lets you stay on unemployment till September sometime, but they're cutting it in the next month. So be careful of that if you're on unemployment. Find out what your state is doing. The restaurant jobs are giving more money. I mean, like dishwashers now are getting $18 an hour. Wow. So, I mean, you got to earn a few bucks, man. You just go out and you'll find the restaurants are really hiring. And don't pay anybody money to get a job. I mean, that's terrible. You don't have to do that. You can just There's too many people hiring. If you don't know where to go, there's apps now. Just make sure whatever you're looking for to get a job. People like Indeed.com, that's a big database of all these jobs of people looking. And there's even crowdfunding, not crowdfunding, but apps available where they hook up businesses that need people and people that want to work full-time, part-time, or just for the evening. And there's apps like that, and you could find them It may take a little work, but the bottom line when you're looking for those is anybody charges you money to get a job, just don't. You don't have to do that, and particularly the low end. And the low end jobs are being increasing in salary. That's because of warehousing. You work in a Amazon warehouse and they're hiring millions of people or whatever, and their wages now are like, I don't know, they're $20, $25 an hour. So that's what's, the bottom level wage now is being increased because of things like that. And also women, again, can't come back in the workforce. That's what's happening now, is why we have a labor shortage, is because the women can't go back in the workforce. They lost the most of the jobs. They have to stay home with the kids. The kids aren't going back to school yet, right? So the women can't go back in the workforce. And that's what's happening. And who's going to take care of the kids again? So their career is down the toilet because they got to take care of kids, right? And that's more important, right? But we don't honor that. Well, now you can't collect unemployment anymore because, and if you're taking care of the kids, you can. But if they cut it out, then you can't. And so that's a little bit of disparity. But if you're a woman, you knew that. I think it's just us guys that it's not on our radar screen at all. Because we're trying to get through life too, and save our own ass. So it's hard. But they're the important job. That's why I started a scholarship fund at a local community college called I Don't Need My Government Money Scholarship Fund. And it's really to give money to single moms. They are, man, you're single and raising kids and trying to get an education and trying, man, what is, more important than those people struggling so hard, raising kids, trying to improve themselves too. They're the heroes of our country. Why don't we have statues for these people who take care of seniors, who take care of our children, who take care of the incarcerated coming home, after jail and things like that. There's something in our society, unless you're an inventor or hire 1 million people or something, particularly at low wages that are not even livable, you're honored, but that's a different story. We have to take care of ourselves, and that's right now in this pandemic. What's going on is, the jobs are, the jobs report, came out this last day or two. One was good, one was bad. So it doesn't look like we're going to turn the corner fast. We're starting to, but a lot of it is, and particularly restaurants. Man, restaurants are booming where I live. So they're hiring people all over, and people I know in the business too, or can't find people to hire. So you want to get an easy job. Maybe it's not a career, what the hell, but you got to earn some income. And that's important. And it's a stepping stone. And then, you start developing something for a longer run plan and a longer term plan, and you could do that. The important thing is that you get income now to live day by day as you prepare a longer term plan. And there's places, if you go to your career one stop, you just put in Google, say, find career one stop. Single mama for right now. Thank you. I have worked a case manager for ex-felons. Oh, good. And if you go and, just put search, find local career one stop. Now that's the office that will know about, these easy to get restaurant jobs, or even grants to train or whatever. And all these restaurants, you probably don't need any training or anything. You certainly don't need a degree. You just got to be nice for some of them, and in a couple hours you'll learn, which side of the plate the forks go on. That's about it. Some ridiculous training and some don't. Here's an apron, get out there. But it's important to try. Go out, you don't like it, screw it, you go somewhere else. And that's the important. Sitting home complaining about a good job, no, take what's there. Start getting income in and taking a step forward. At least it's not a step backwards, or going nowhere. Going nowhere is terrible. You take a step forward, even though you're falling your ass, that's fine. You have to, because all the things you decide is good probably aren't anyway, but you got to do them and fail and get on with it. Well, I won't do that again. And you try something else. And that will lead to something else. And that's the important. The Community Cares Act, don't give, stay consistent and persevere. There are PPP to help. Yeah, there are PPP. And that's why the Obama program, I mean not the Obama, Biden program, there's lots there if you're a mom. Lots. And a lot of it is through the IRS. So you have to learn that system. It's not just a grant that the IRS sends you. It's a form you have to fill out. It's a tax form. So learn how to do that. And just go to 211 or somewhere to get free tax help to learn how to put. There's a lot. I mean, you can get $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 if you have children now for this year, next year. It's not forever yet, but they're trying to make it forever. So make sure you know all about those programs that are available. I have a report on, if you remember Let's Go Help, I'll send you a report of all those Biden programs. See, there's about 32 Biden grants that already came out, and they're trying to get more, okay? And a lot of it is to help families. A lot of it is in healthcare. There's so much more healthcare now. If you don't have healthcare, man, you got to look at that Biden stuff, because there's so many things now that more and more people now are eligible for free healthcare or big subsidies. And even if you make a couple $100,000 a year, they're giving you more subsidies to get healthcare. It's crazy. And that's why you can't, whatever you think about government programs or whatever, just get that shit out of your head, because it's just so different. I can't even conceive the things. That's why you can't be assume you know what's good and bad or what's available or who's eligible for programs. Forget that. Forget everything you know about government programs and just start looking and see what reality is. What you say, what some huckster on YouTube like me says, don't believe him. Go out and see the reality, you know. And if you need help, where to go, start looking. Go to and you're not a member of Let's Go Help, then go to letsgotraining.com. Let's Go Training. I got lots of free sources there to show you all the people in your state whose job it is. Listen to this. They get grant money. They're already paid. And their only job is to help you if you need financial help. Right. See, I'm going to charge you because I make a living out of this. They don't charge you, and their job is to help you with financial problems. And there's probably a dozen of them in every state, a dozen offices, not people, you know, that you could contact. So get that list in letsgotraining.com and go through that list. Just call every one of them. That's it. Most people just go on the internet and go around in circles and get nothing, you know, because you have to call. That's where you find out the real stuff. You don't know what things are called. Yeah, like the money for kids that is a grant. It's not called a grant. It's called the Earned Income Tax Credit. How the hell would you ever have known that? It's really a grant. You know, a couple $1,000 to $10,000 that you get, you know, just for the year. So it's just too complicated. So don't assume you know anything. I don't. Every day I walk up, man, I don't know what the hell's out there. I do, but that's past. It's changing every day. And it's going to keep changing more and more, because that's a society we live in. You know, and so it's important for you to keep looking, keep searching, because you don't know the answers. I don't either, but maybe I could help you find out. It's a little quiet here because it's a little dreary and colder today than it was yesterday. But yesterday was windy, and the wind is tough on I think there's Marines or Army, a whole bunch of them up on the Lincoln Memorial there today. So take care. Oh, by the way, Mother's Day, right? That's why I'm by the moms here and the nurses. You know, Mother's Day is important for me because it's close to my birthday, and it's also, my birthday was the day my parents were married. So we would have a trifecta sometimes. There'd be 3 things on one day. My birthday, the anniversary of my parents' wedding, and Mother's Day. Man, what a trifecta. Now, it's not happening this year. But where is it? Yeah, I got some. My son is in town, who's a new father, and his mother-in-law is I don't know if you could see these. Here's what I got for our dinner today, or lunch. Hey. Chocolate mousse hearts. Can you see them? So we have a lunch, and I'm bringing chocolate mousse hearts, and it's a Mother's Day lunch because my wife's a mother. His wife was a mother, my son's wife was a mother, and my son's wife's mother is there. So we got 3 moms coming to lunch, and I got a chocolate heart for each one of them, and some for the guys too. But the women are more important, and they're more important in our society than we give that credit for, and it's just stupid. But we've done many stupid things in life. I'm sure you have too. I have. We don't know. So that's why we just have to forgive each other for being stupid and get on with life. It's fun. Only it's fun because I just don't know about the alternatives. So, it may be more fun, maybe less fun. I don't know. And I can't find that link to find out. Take care. Oh, gov't.com if you're looking. Oh, if you can't get through your state rep, you have lots of reps. You just call them all. You know, go to commoncause.com, and you'll get a list of 20 of them. One doesn't come, call another one. Yeah, if one cheerleader doesn't go to the prom with you, there's 12 cheerleaders. You can just ask every one of them. The same with your elected officials. Or call the governor, call the mayor, you got nothing better to do. Just call.